Hey everybody, this is James. I just want to give you guys an update on my stroke. Basically, in June the 8th, I had a stroke. It was a brain bleed. I stayed in the hospital until August 3rd, and I was released then. I've been taking, I've been going to physical therapy 3 days a week for speech, for occupational, as well as physical therapy. But what I'm wanting to do now is share a little bit of thing about what's going on with my insurance and disability. Basically, June the 6th, I was read out of the short-term disability, and because I was unable to go back to work, I was placed on long-term disability. What I thought that would be okay. I didn't know really about the things that could go wrong with that. But basically, I have to go back to the doctor every 6 months for a medical observation and determine if I'm ready to go back to work in what they call my own profession. Right now, I am 30 years at this company. I'm a professional engineer. I've got project management experience. Been very good about what I was doing. I had a stroke, and has left me uh, partially paralyzed on my right side from what they call the brain bleed area from my left foot or my left brain area activity. I don't have any control over my right hand side, and which I am right-handed, but I don't have any movement that I can really feel. I can't touch my fingers together. I don't have any fine motor skills, and I don't have any control of my right foot. I have to walk with a cane, or I'm in a wheelchair throughout the day. So I agree with the long-term disability that the company decided because, I was not able to go out to work within the time frame of the 6 months that was for my short-term disability. The problem I have is now, because of me being placed on long-term disability, I was terminated from my job. I'm no longer employed at my job, and with every 6 months I've got to go back through the doctors to get assessment on whether or not I can continue my long-term disability, or will I be forced to go back to work at another job. That is for 2 years, and what that is basically what they call your own occupation. It means if I go back to work, I can go back to work in my own profession. The company will, my long-term disability will be in effect until I find a job in what I call, what they call my own occupation. After that, it becomes a little question mark, because if I can't go back to work at my own occupation, it becomes, after this 2 year mark, it becomes what they call any occupation. Any occupation means not me being able to be a project professional engineer or project management. It says my own occupation. It becomes any occupation means I will be have to go back to work doing any job if I'm cleared to do any job, which means if I can go be a door greeter or push the cart to the Walmart, back in the side, and I would have to be doing that, because with the any occupation clause it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I'm not disabled. It just means that I can find a job of doing something, even though I do have a disability. So I'm not happy with that, but it is what we've got. Like I said, it is a large company. I've been there 30 years. I've invested, all my future in that, and I thought my long-term disability that I've been paying for every year was going to be a little bit more of an insurance policy that I can, survive if I become disabled. But as it is now, with the long-term disability, you know, they would say I got to go back to work if I'm medically fit with what they call my own occupation, and I'm okay with that, because if I can go back to work doing my own occupation, I can go back and find a job and make good money if I'm medically cleared. But if I'm not able to go back to work because of my disability, and I become what they call at the 2 year mark. At the 2 year mark, I become any occupation. It means that I got to go back to work wherever, and they're not here to find me a job. They're just saying, hey, you can go back to work, even though you're disabled, you don't have any movement, whatever. You can go back to work. You can find a job doing something, and I know that's that's going to be tough for me to do, but I know a lot of people that have disabilities, and what I'd say worse than mine, and they work, and they're pleasant and or not pleasant. They work, and they're satisfied and happy to be there, and I'm sure I will have to adjust to that as well, because I see now, if when it comes to any job, it means I got to go do any job regardless. If the medical doctors say, even though I'm disabled, I can do certain things that I'm capable of doing, and even if I'm in a wheelchair, or if I'm, I can't walk or whatever, I'm still have opportunities to do some job somewhere. And the only thing that concerns me is that the only thing that I can do in my profession, I can't do that if I'm disabled. But if I get any job, problem, even though I'm still disabled and can't use my right side, I'm gonna have to go back to work. So that's what I have, and I just want to share that with you guys. If y'all have any comments, or anybody that has done this and went through this process, just say, hey, I just want to, make sure that everybody, understands that disability is not really that great. Even though with the big company that I was with, I would not have thought that it would have so many loopholes that basically, in 2 years, it doesn't matter if I'm medically approved to go back to work. Doesn't matter if I'm completely, paralyzed on one part of my body. I can still do some sort of task, and that's will force me back into the workforce again at 58 years old. So that's something to consider as well. But like I said, please like, subscribe, and leave any comments. I'd like to hear from other people that have been through this, or maybe other people that are going through this, and just touch base and say hello. Thank y'all. Bye.